All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Are we good? Are we live? Yep, we're good. All right, checking audio. We're good. Welcome to Red Dead Redemption. We're playing this on the Xbox Series X, of course. I'm playing this on my main account on Xbox, Devro HD. You guys know what's up. We're gonna play the single player, of course. I don't have the Undead Nightmare wow. Undead. Oh my god. Guys, I just woke up like about an hour ago. Alright, give me a break, alright? I don't have the Undead Nightmare DLC on this game. If you guys want me to play it, let me know. But for right now, we're just going to focus on the main story here. Create a new save. Yes, please. Just give me this autosave feature games. Yes, I understand. Might cut off there. Yeah, it did. Alright guys, so this is my first time playing this game on this account, of course. I did play Red Dead Redemption 2 in the past. And I'm going to let you guys know right now, I will not be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 since I already beat the campaign or story or whatever. I got to like around 85%. But here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and shut up now.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate, John's?
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Alright. You've gained the ability to control our character here, Mr. John. Alright, you can do this. Wow, dude, this game looks really nice. Now, I'm not really sure if Twitter's really doing me the justice here. Twitch, not really doing me the justice here, but damn, guys. This looks really nice on the Series X. Holy shit. Looks like a brand new game. Unlocking avatar or whatever things. Alright, let's walk into the saloon.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here!
Mr. Marks.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake.
Marston.
Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
I hear the circus is coming to town.
Alright.
Good to see you.
I'm guessing this game
Alrighty,
at
Mr.
the
Marston,
time
let's get.
was sharing Max Payne's
They could
menu
flow on the
system.
way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust. So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing.
Damn.
Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Gee-up.
Guys, this game looks beautiful on the Series X. Holy crap.
You ain't very
For a game that's
talkative,
12
are
years
you?
old?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Come on, Mr. Marston, no need for that. Almost there, Mr. Marston, just over this hill.
Easy.
Listen, mister, this here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Approach Fort Mercer. Damn, my guy's gonna leave me like that? Should I get off my horse? Yeah, it's gonna use the exact same wheel from those games from previous. I mean, this was before GTA 5, man. Look how funny John runs.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Look, they did. They literally just moved my corpse. Just a little bit further down. That government boy. Getting hired to do the government's dirty work. We're being told to, not hired.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
That's a
I'm
lot of
sorry,
money
madam.
back then.
Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well,
Isn't
you
it the
may
chick
be
from the
right,
train?
Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course.
Wink, wink.
And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Guys, this game looks amazing. Join Bonnie. How's Bonnie? Alright, so let's do that. Map. Holy shit. So it's almost the same. Is it the same map as RDR2 though? I really can't tell. I can't tell yet. Over here.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Bonnie, Bonnie, Bonnie. Bonnie and Clyde. Hold B to focus on important people.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up. You won't bite. Yeah! Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
A real ranch. Don't have my ranch out there in Blackwater or something from RDR2?
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Yeah.
disciplines for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
That's true.
That's
First
the
impressions
train
are
station.
always important.
Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Is that a cow?
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Come on, boys. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Hitch your horse.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
Me running for my life.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous
Whoa.
time of night for us.
A lot of stars.
Easy now. Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
I like how in
Thank you,
cutscenes
Mr.
one
Marston.
bullet like
I feel a lot happier
takes you
someone's
out.
along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
the fact that people back then, it just boggles my mind, dude.
I don't believe it.
No.
Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Whoa! Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pop. Good shot. Nice shooting.
Whoops.
Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property.
I don't know how they would
Let's
just
get
shoot
going.
rabbits
We've
for.
still got plenty of ground to cover. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are bad. We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
Slow down!
Goddamn,
Yeah.
shot my way.
Gotcha. Yeah.
No. Over.
Yeah!
Got this. What the fuck just happened? Oh, that's that sucks.
Quick!
Stuff just
we're
bounced
going
off.
after chickens.
Where you going, bastard? What the fuck? Get your bitch ass over here. What the? Damn.
We got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Alrighty, Mr. Marston. I think we should call it a night.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get my horse that left like 1 block down.
Let's go. I'll take you back.
What the? Holy shit. Fucking teleportation or something back in the Old West.
Go!
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are.
Hitch your horse at the hitching post.
Thank you for your help,
There.
Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
You can sleep in the bed in your room to save your game. If you sleep, you will wake up 6 hours later.
Those folks in Thieves Landing have been sniffing around here again.
You can also pick up extra ammo from the trunk in your room. Just save the game, I guess. I forgot. I need to move the Twitch overlay. Move that Twitch overlay. Just. All right. I think we're good. What do we got here? That's our home. Go B on your map to. Okay, so she's like right here. Obstacles in our path.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's
I
simply
apologize for not knowing what the fuck you guys are saying.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Alright, so looks like we're getting on a horsey and racing.
on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go!
What?
Yeah!
Bitch, you counted
I
backwards.
trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Come on.
What the fuck
crap.
just happened?
Come on.
I was in the lead. Of course not.
Yeah.
Get on the
Let's go.
Damn it. Yeah, the horse doesn't trust me, that's why. Which is understandable. Holy shit, is that a fucking plane? I'm in my house right now. You guys hear that? Man, that shit was loud. God damn it.
Let's go.
I definitely could have won that with my horse. Just screw me over.
Come on. Yeah.
I just noticed the blue line on the map.
Easy.
I think it is possible to beat it.
Come on.
Unless I'm like actually supposed to like fail this or something. Holy shit.
Come. Yeah.
Oh, Kansas by now. Let's see who's gonna make me try it again. That was BS, dude. I fell like twice. 5 times.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Alright, never mind. Travel to M on your map. Where's that at? Holy shit. Go ahead and do this one. This is Armadillo,
Mr. Marston,
USA.
how are
What?
you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
Alright. Damn, just like flew onto there.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Guy over here just speeding.
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
A general store, the general
So this
dollar
is Armadillo.
store.
Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us.
Holy crap, guys. I forgot to do something for you guys. I forgot to turn on the subtitles. We'll fix that in a
The
moment.
most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Damn, we got a second wife already. All right, here we go. Hang on. Let's go to options. Go to display. Subtitles on. There we go.
Boy, living out here makes me want to hole up sometime.
How can I help you?
Howdy.
Talk to doctor.
Finally come to get that bullet out your leg.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being nice. We just went in there, got the crap, and walked out.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Challenge accepted. If you want to leave Armadillo, there are usually stagecoaches loading and unloading behind the freight station. They now purchase and rent properties. What? Once purchased or rented, you can save your game. Each location has hitch horse. Blah blah blah. All right, that's pretty cool. So how much is this place to rent? Inside. What's in here? Flat finger fillet is now available for several locations. Alright. Yeah, this game looks really nice for a 2010 game. Come out, what, May 5th or something?
Ready to go if you are.
2010?
You! Get down from that thing!
They're not mean to... Never mind. I'm out of here. I did not mean to do that. I meant to actually get it. Whoops. Let's go back to McFarland's ranch, I guess. That's where she's at, yeah. Whoops. With an additional information, you have none. They also allow you to travel to any town. Food, front, deer, men, and basketball, last week, the skills are like hunting, sharpshooting, game fame, and money across the land. Shooting birds or skinning coyotes to start you on your way. Look at this guy, damn, he's hauling ass. Oh wait, there was a mission back there, wasn't there? On the Oregon Trail. Excuse me. Got myself a new Ferrari. What is that? Okay. Got myself some new wheels. Go ahead and get out of here. Let's go here. Women and cattle?
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that? I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
I do that a lot.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Oh, great. We do farm work now. On the horse.
Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
Not really.
Come on.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
I hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Hey.
Easy now.
Whoa.
Get behind the herd. That should start them moving in the right direction. Assuming they aren't put off by your smell. Are you walking them to the pasture?
That's it. He's got it.
Whoa.
Nice job, Mr. Marston.
Hey.
Drive them down the road, Mr. Marston.
Good job, senor.
Ain't that hard, is it?
Let's go.
Get right in them. Drive it this way.
Come on.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Come on. Whoa. Slow
Keep
down.
going, Mr. Marston. Nearly there.
Oh, great.
All right,
Turn.
let's move this large herd out to the far pasture.
Go.
Come on.
Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together. I'll handle the stragglers. You stay with the main herd.
Alright, just gonna put the ones there.
Doing great, Mr. Marston. Stay with him. Keep that herd together now.
Yeah.
Barney's gonna love this. He's just showing off now.
Let's go.
Nearly there, Mr. Marston.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
That's it. Okay. Alright.
Come.
Let's go back to the ranch. What the fuck? We were literally... What the hell? We just went in a big ass circle. Come back after 12 p.m. today. What time is it right now? Where's the sun at? Anyway. I guess we can go to Marshall.
Let's go.
Hang on.
Hello. I'm on board.
We can take this. Oh, that's what I did. Okay, yeah. I held down the triangle.
I need more money.
Alright, screw you. Alright. Guess we'll just, do it old school up. Go there ourselves. So far, honestly, dude, when they were talking about, like, their old leader in that gang, I thought they were going to talk about...
I bet you can't beat Irish Shelton in shooting. I'll bet you money.
$11. Have you lost your damn mind? I don't know why I just killed that guy. That guy pissed me off. Trying to come on now. Bet me.
Come on.
What was it? $11. I did not kill that guy. We're off to the wrong path of a... Oh shit. Anyway.
Let's go.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna like mention Arthur and you know a bunch of the other guys. I forgot most of their names, to be honest. Oh, this looks really sketchy. Never mind. So yeah, I thought they were gonna talk about Vanderlyn and the Vanderlyn gang and mention all these other names. But that kind of shit, yeah, that's true. How the fuck do I get down there?
Come on, easy up now.
Yeah, for this I actually need to use the waypoint because I don't know what the confusing ass trails. Get over here. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll do this one mission for Marshall and then we'll call it. Damn, dude, I keep on forgetting.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do this one mission for Marshall. Yeah, we'll just call it a day. This will be part 1 of our adventure, our Old West adventure. So I do have to run some errands in a bit today, and that's really about it. Which is unfortunate, but I gotta do what I gotta do, right? Oh man, on Twitch, dude, it looks so blurry. Damn, that sucks, man. I wish you guys could like see how this game really looked up. Got a board. Damn, that guy's hauling ass. When she says she's home alone. That guy was hauling ass, dude. I can go for a steak right now. That sounds really good. Alright. We're here. Political realities in America? An armadillo. The thing was blocking it.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
That.
Shut up, you! And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir.
This guy did.
Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Huh.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy.
You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
So we're gonna go take care of some
You're
bastards.
looking well, ma'am.
So who we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. The way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
Oh, professional.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. Damn, he's seen it. Come on, don't lose him.
Is my horse at? Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Shola Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Come on. Whoa there.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Oh shit.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill. Over here,
All right, now we're getting into
Marston,
some
I
real
got
shit.
you covered. Move up to that wagon. There's one behind the crate. Take him down.
Guess it's too late to talk about things.
Yep, too late to talk about things.
Now move up to that crate. I'll cover you. Follow me. That fool behind the rock is yours, Marston. You brought help, did you? What?
Ooh, get wrecked. There's no other
I
guys.
got you, boy. Make a move for that boulder.
When are you sending the men out to fight?
There's another one behind the outhouse, boy. Good. Now move up to the outhouse, Marston.
Let me reload.
This is probably gonna hurt. Stay close.
I'll put a window in your skull, Walton.
Just Walton left now. Try to take him alive. Shoot, boy. I'd have preferred him to swing. I guess beggars can't be choosers. At least we got this son of a bitch.
Well.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
It's just a bunch of cold, warm corpses around this. It's casuals just having a cowboy conversation. Go from law to outlaw, I guess. These guys have anything in them? Oh yeah, I forgot. You lose honor when you. Yeah. Hey, armadillos. Armadillo's an armadillo. Look at that guy. You can quickly travel to town using the travel decision feature on your camp. Open your satchel. Yeah. Civilization. Travel to destination. Alright, guys, so let me go ahead and save the game before we end things off here.
Howdy.
Howdy. The hell? Couldn't go over that. Save game. Go ahead and save that. Alright, cool. Alright, guys, so we're going to end there. We're going to end things here. We got a couple missions out of the way, of course. About like an hour and 10 minutes into this game so far. And, wow. Can't wait to see what else this game holds. Now, I already know how this game ends, of course. We've all seen the videos and stuff, but I'm here, you know, I want to experience the game for myself and play it and see how things go on after RDR2. Basically, the story continues. Now we're finding all our older friends, you know, our old friends that we all used to be with in that gang. That's what I'm getting out of it so far. So, other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will catch you guys in the next video / live stream, whenever may that be. I'm not really sure. Like I said, guys, as me, you know, introducing this account, Xbox Live account to you guys, you know, adding something else to the channel, it just opens up the possibilities for me to do a lot more things, because obviously it's my main account. You know, I have a lot of things on this account, and yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say there. But anyways, I'm talking too much. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and yeah, peace out, guys.